In Providence, Rhode Island, the newly released body camera footage shows police officers repeatedly punching teenage boys. One teen being arrested has his face bloodied. Officer Domingo Diaz, who has been suspended, spits at the boy. Another clip shows Diaz repeatedly punching a teen before a sergeant pulls Diaz away. The brutality erupted in July after the teenagers in a BMW convertible led police on an hours-long chase.
Took a ride on exit 25.
The teenagers had allegedly been driving erratically and pointed a BB gun rifle at civilians and cops. Eventually, the teenagers crashed into a fire hydrant. The boys then appeared to put their hands in the air to surrender. Police pulled the boys out of the car, but at least two officers started throwing punches. In this clip, an officer interviewed the driver, who said he was 15.
You okay?
Yeah. Got brain surgery.
You got brain surgery?
Yeah.
Nobody knew that, okay?
It was just
Why
bugging.
why are you driving like that, bro?
I don't have no license.
Bro, like, do you see the severity of this? Like, you guys are going crazy, man. The whole state was after you guys.
Soon after this incident, police placed Officer Diaz and Mitchell Voyer on paid suspension. That's right, they are still getting their police salaries, at least until Rhode Island's Attorney General completes a use of force investigation. Hello everybody, I'm David Schuster and thanks for joining us. Providence Police Commissioner Stephen Perez and City Mayor Jorge Elorza are both calling the force used by the officers against the teenagers appalling. The mayor added, quote, "I fully support the suspension of these two officers, taking their guns away, taking them off the streets, and holding them accountable." Until recently, the city of Providence had refused to release the body camera footage. And there's every indication that some of the cops tried to whitewash their actions. The initial police report said nothing about force being used during the arrest of the teenagers. The report only said the teenagers were brought to the ground and placed in handcuffs. The video shows two of the teens were thrown, held down, and punched repeatedly. At one point, you can hear a teenager moaning and crying. To be clear, the teenagers in this episode messed up. Pointing BB gun rifles, which look like regular rifles, at anybody is outrageous, and trying to drive away from police is beyond stupid. The teenagers are lucky they didn't get shot. However, when the teens finally surrendered and put their hands in the air, the cops were not entitled to beat the hell out of them and spit on them. One can only hope the state investigation will result in these two cops getting fired. In the meantime, kudos to the Attorney General who ordered the body camera footage released over the objections of the Providence Police Department. Changing police culture, which clearly will not be easy, starts with transparency.